Hey, appreciate you clicking on this video. Like, subscribe. Not a super fun video today, but probably a necessary video. Just make sure information is accurate and up to date, I guess. So like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I got a question for you. I think everybody's gonna have an interesting answer, so go check out the comments and see what everybody else had to say. Let's get to it. The video today, kind of just thrown together. This is kind of not how we normally do things. So if you're a first-time viewer, it gets better, I guess. So like, subscribe, stick around. But today I am trying to get this darting set up to do kind of the big project of the summer for me, which is going to be broadhead testing. I got a bunch of broadheads. I've had people send them to me. I've bought a bunch of broadheads. I've spent a lot of money on broadheads. Some of them are brand new, never been out of the box. Some of them were on arrows and quivers last year, but never actually got fired. So I think it'll be interesting. Some kind of real world stuff, not all the fancy talk from the shops or whatever. But anyway, like, subscribe, that'll be later. We're just getting this bow sighted in. This is 60 yards. I want to have a 60-yard mark to test accuracy with these arrows, or with these broadheads. Anyway, video today. First thing, tell me about your first experience at an archery pro shop. It can be 20, 30 years ago. It can be last week. Tell me about yours. I'm going to tell you about mine after I shoot a couple of these arrows. All right, so we're definitely high. All right, so the whole point of this video, back to the archery, like first time you ever went to an archery pro shop. I've been to a lot of different archery pro shops over the years, but my first real experience with one, I finally decided 2019, 2020, something like that, I was gonna buy a brand new bow. First brand new bow I've ever bought. All I'd ever owned was used bows, like 10, 15, 20-year-old used bows. But I was gonna buy my first brand new bow that I picked out. And so I did what most people do. I went to the store, bought a Matthews, a VXR. If you know what year the VXR came out, leave that down in the comments, because that would have been that model. Bought a VXR. I won't say what shop it was. I don't even know if they're still in business. It was, many moons ago. Brand new. Put a brand new sight on it, a brand new rest, everything. So I was pumped. The guy asked me, "What's your draw length?" Look at my old bow. I think it was a Z7. I said it's a 29, because that's what they all come stamped with on the bow. I think that's the stock standard for most of them. My draw length was not 29. The guy that I bought it from, who I paid a lot of money to, didn't bother to check it or anything. He just said, "Yeah, if you say 29, it's going to be 29." And so that's what I got. I got a 29-inch draw length. Very little of any kind of tuning or anything. It was just here's your bow. I screwed some stuff on, tied in a drop away. Good luck, have fun. So I went home and realized quickly that my draw length was off by quite a bit, and I had to go to another shop, pay that shop to get it fixed. Fast forward a few years, I never went back to that shop because I was not a fan of that, obviously. Fast forward a few years, I go to another shop, and I'm getting my kids into archery. My oldest is shooting archery. My middle child is probably 6 at the time, maybe 7. So I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, something like that, 4 years ago. Go to another shop, I order a diamond something, whatever diamond offline, and that diamond needed, peep, needed D-loop, needed to check his draw length, all the things, to get one rigged out. So super important time for me, father-son bonding. We're getting into shooting bows. He's excited, I'm excited. This is a big moment in my family's life when a kid gets his first bow. Anyway, we go in, we start shooting. Mind you, he's never shot a real bow before. He's never shot a compact. He's shot like Genesis type bows before. Never shot a real bow before. He shoots one, and it hits the floor and into the target because he hits the release before it goes off. And he's 6, maybe 7 years old or whatever, as we're trying to just get sighted in there at the shop. And the guy there at the shop says to me, in front of my 7-year-old son, he just might not be ready to shoot a bow yet. So that obviously kind of put a dark cloud on our day. We ended up taking the bow. Cost me $100 to get a peep put in and a D-loop tied on and turn a few screws on a mod, which I thought was crazy. But anyway, so I swore I'll never go back there. Fast forward, I needed some arrows. I was wanting to try, I think they're Maximum Red or something like that. So I call this same shop wanting to get these arrows, Maximum Red arrows, or just to try them, because I'd seen a video or something where somebody said they were good. And I call, and the guy that answers the phone, I said, hey, I'm looking for these arrows. Hey, I'm looking for these arrows. Do you have any? He says, we have them, but they are, that's his exact quote. Kind of taken back by that. I said, oh, now I remember why I don't shop there. So fast forward a little bit farther, I go into another shop that I didn't really know had bow stuff. I knew that I'd seen, somebody told me they had stuff for saddles. I was interested in getting a tethered saddle. Again, this is years ago. I go in there and looking at these bows they've got on the wall. I didn't know much about them, and I started asking the guy, hey, what's the brace height, what's the draw weight, yada yada. And we get to talking, and I said, made the comment that I wish more bows would go back to that 6-7 inch brace height, be a little more forgiving, a little more accurate. And his comment, instead of you don't know what you're talking about, you're an idiot, his comment was, you know, I kind of agree with you. And that's when I said, I like this place. And since then I've been going to Fish and Stuff Archery in Sherwood, Arkansas, because they don't make you feel stupid. I've brought in a lot of bows that I tied the D-loop wrong, I tied the peep in wrong, the timing was off, just a lot of stuff that me as just a goober didn't know what I was doing, and they never made me feel stupid or anything. So those were some of my bad experiences, and that's why when I had a good experience I went, I'm going there. I don't care what bows they sell, I don't care what they charge, that's who I want to give my money to, because I hate these know-it-all bow techs that, well, if you don't do it this way, you're an idiot, you know, because that's a lot of the mentality is if you don't do it my way or the way that I think's right, you're wrong and you're dumb and I know everything. So there's a lot of that out there. Let me know in the comments if you've ran into that. That was a surprise. Definitely. So the whole purpose of this video is I really wanted to make a video saying there's going to be some videos coming up that I've had in the queue for a while that have been done that say in there, you know, go check out Fish and Stuff, Sherwood, Arkansas, buy this, arrows. Fish and Stuff has sold. So the original owners sold the company, if you will, I guess. I don't know, it sounds weird to say. The guy that bought it didn't want to buy the archery side of things, so it's no longer going to have the stuff, I guess, if you will. It's just going to be the fishing. So they don't have an archery side anymore, and they're moving buildings and everything. So it's a sad day. I hate it. But hopefully, you know, something else good comes out of this. But I do want, the only reason I really want to make this video, because I know a lot of you probably don't you know, go to Sherwood that often in Arkansas, but I do think it's important, find you a good bow shop with good people, knowledgeable people that are also nice, kind, good people. Not know-it-all people that are not only going to tell you have to do it this way. You have to shoot a G5 Montec or you'll never kill a deer. If you're not shooting 90 pounds, you're never going to get a pass through. Like, there are people out there that say that stuff, believe that stuff, and they tell their customers that stuff, which I hate. I think it's an absolute travesty. Because it's really the whole point of this channel is get out, tinker, shoot some arrows, try some things, try some new setups, see what works best, instead of just we're going to do what we've been doing for 100 years. So you're going to see some videos that talk about, you know, that I have the little ads for go check out Fish and Stuff and buy your arrows and your bows and stuff. Well, they're not open anymore. So I know they're not open anymore. You don't have to tell me they're not open anymore. They're just, these are videos that I've had for a little while that I just hadn't released yet. I kind of build them up and then I release, you know, 2 a week. So if you hadn't liked, subscribe, stick around. We've got a lot more stuff coming. Obviously, we're working on this broadhead video, which is going to be a pretty cool series, I think. Fixing to start putting cameras out, building food plots, scouting. I've got some cameras out already. If you've got cameras out, let me know. I think I've probably got 6 reveals out in various places right now. Some on public, some on private. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. So appreciate you guys watching. Just wanted kind of an informative video while I'm out shooting some arrows. You know, not a fun video, not one I really want to make, but I think people need to know when you see those ads in there that that company has closed down. They're not there anymore, and I appreciate them for everything they've done for me, working with me and helping me over the years. So great people, consider them friends, stay in touch with them. But anyway, just an informative video. I'm going to continue shooting, trying to get these arrows sighted in so we can start the broadhead review here shortly. Appreciate it, guys. Like, subscribe, stick around. Let me know about your experience with a bow shop. How'd it go? Pros and cons. Were they rude? Were they nice? I can't stand the rude bow shops. It's just my thing in life, I guess. Have a good one.